Guys, I learned something amazing today. I realized something absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing about this life that we live and our experience. Dude, the secret to achieving and having everything that you want in your life is a very, very simple, very, very easy thing. That secret is gratefulness. That secret is gratitude. All you have to do in order to have everything that you ever want in this life, all you have to do to achieve everything you ever want, to be completely fulfilled from the time that you wake up in the morning until the time that you go to bed at night, is practice gratitude, practice gratefulness. Why, right? The reason is because if you're in a state of desire, if you're in a state of wanting something different, wanting something new, wanting something more, and most of us are in a state of desire, right? We want a new house. We want a better car. We want a better job. We want more money. We want more friends. We want better friends, etc., 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 on and on and on. But the thing is that being in a state of desire and reaching out for something and wanting something, when you want something, you are in a state of lack. When you want something, it's because therefore you are lacking it. I want a better job, therefore I am lacking a good job. I want more money, therefore I am lacking money. I want a better house, therefore I'm lacking a nice house. You see, so when you are in a state of desire, you are in a state of incompleteness. You are telling yourself subconsciously, I am not complete, I am not fulfilled. I want this, so my life is not complete. But when you instead decide to take your attention, you take your consciousness and you put it at the present moment, you point it at where you are right now, and you choose to be grateful and have gratitude and have appreciation for the things that you have now, no matter how big or small they are, you put yourself into a state of completeness. You put yourself into a state of being whole. I am already complete. I am already whole. And therefore, you enter your most powerful state. You enter the state of yourself that is capable of accomplishing the most. And there is also an esoteric side to this, which is that when I am in a state of desire, it is because I am ignoring the things that I already have. I am ignoring what is right in front of me, the abundance that is right in front of my face. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, or what you have. In front of you, there is abundance. I get to breathe air. I can take a deep breath. I'm capable of doing so, and it feels great. That's something to be grateful for. I get to watch the sunset and the sunrise. That's something to be grateful for. I have at least one fulfilling relationship. That's something to be grateful for. I have a comfortable bed to sleep in at night. That's something to be grateful for. And if you are capable of being grateful for even these things that are seemingly small, even these things that might not seem like big, lofty things, they don't have to be big and lofty, because when you're grateful for small things, it snowballs. You go into the snowball effect, because what you don't realize is you have to accept, appreciate, and see what is in front of you in order for you to receive anything else. Because if you are in a state of ignorance of the things that you already have, the universe is it's not because the universe wants to punish you that you're not going to receive anything else, but the universe physically cannot give it to you. The universe is not able to give you the things that you want if you're not already appreciating, seeing, and being conscious of the things that you currently have. You have to walk before you can run. You have to have money before you can have a nice car. So if you're thinking, well, I'm going to just manifest this like brand new, I want this car, and you're thinking about that all the time, because that's what we do. Like when we try to manifest, sometimes we focus on our desires so much, and we think to the future about how we're going to have this thing, etc., etc. But like when you are doing that, you're cutting yourself off. You're cutting yourself off from receiving that thing because you are not paying attention to what you have in the moment. So, and I'm not saying that you have to remove the desires, the things that you want in your life, but understand that those things that you want in your life that are in your heart are going to be there anyway, whether you're paying attention to them consciously in the moment or not. They're always going to be there. Like if you want to be a musician, you are always going to want to be a musician. If that's who you really are, it's always going to be there, because if it's really who you are, it can't go away. You see, if it goes away, it's not really you, right? Because it wouldn't be away from you. If it was really you, it wouldn't go away. And so those things that you want out of life are never going to go away, but you don't have to focus on them. You don't have to focus on the things that you want in life. You have to focus on what you are grateful for right here, right now. You have to focus on what you have right now, because when you do that, when you are grateful for that, you open up the door for the universe to give you everything else that you want in life. You are opening up the door for everything else to come to you. You see? So for example, I made this realization when I was watching this guy. I think his name is Rob Neely, but I don't remember. If it's different, I'll put it here, whatever. But he's another YouTuber, and he makes music. And, music is a big passion of mine. I've always loved making music. I absolutely get wrapped up in music. And I was watching him do this stuff where he had this video where he made an album with like 16 different people, and he made the album in 24 hours. And he has all this equipment. He's a really great musician, very talented, very like off the cuff. And he's got like basses and guitars and a couple keyboards and all this equipment. And for a moment when I first started watching, I was like, man, I wish that I could do this kind of stuff, because like he has more than me, so I can't do this kind of thing because he has more. And then it clicked. I realized, yes, I can. I have a guitar, I have a keyboard, I have a mixing board, I have a computer, I have microphones, I have everything that I need in order to make music. It's right there in front of me. And if I'm grateful for the fact that I have that, if I'm grateful for the fact that it's right there in front of me, there's nothing stopping me from creating music. You see, and everything following that is natural. Everything following that follows naturally. If you want to make music, and that's in your heart, then when you are grateful for what you currently have in your life, you are naturally going to use what you currently have in your life to be successful at music. And you don't have to worry about how that's going to work out for you in the future. The most important thing that you could possibly do for yourself to elevate your life, to raise your vibration, to take yourself to a completely different level that you've never been to before, is to look at what you have right here, right now, and understand that you are complete. You are whole. You have everything that you need to move forward with your life. If you are alive and breathing, and you are looking out and you can see the sun in the sky and the stars in the sky, if it doesn't matter, if you have just that and you are able to be grateful for that and feel real appreciation and real gratitude for everything that you have in your life in this moment, no matter how big or how small, everything is naturally going to fall in place for you. And I know that for a fact, I promise. Just practice this. Have patience and practice this. If you wake up every morning and you say to yourself, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for what I have in my life, I'm very happy with what I have. This is not stopping yourself from achieving anything in the future, because you may think that because you're deciding now to be grateful for what you have, that's scary to our egos. Right? Because in our ego, we feel as though this means that we're not going to strive for anything more. That's not true. You see, because the best strides that you can make towards the things in the future that you want to achieve come from being in a state of happiness and gratefulness now. Because that's where it becomes not work anymore. You see, if you're grateful for your ability to do things, if you're grateful for what you have, it's no longer work. Because work is when we're looking forward at what we want to achieve and we're focused on the destination, and so we're grinding and trying so hard to get there, and that's work. But instead, say that my ultimate goal was that I wanted to be a musician and I wanted to go on tour. If I'm just grateful for what I have, I'm grateful for my computer, my keyboard, my guitar, my experience mixing, my voice. If I'm grateful for that, and I use it to make music right here, right now, I don't have to worry about what comes next, because we already know what comes next. The next step is to release it somehow, to make some sort of video out of it, whatever. But I worry about that when I get there. You see, because I don't need to think about all of these things right now. I need to think about what I have and why I'm grateful for it, how grateful I am for it. And I promise you, if you start practicing that every day, looking around you and being grateful for the things that you already have, your life will absolutely flip upside down in the most beautiful and amazing way. I promise. I promise you. I hope that you guys, after seeing this video, that sparks something in you to go and decide to be happy with what you have, because it will bring unbelievable abundance into your life. So, thank you guys. Much love. I'm so glad that this is happening. I'm grateful for you guys. There's a link in the description below to a Discord server if you want to talk to me and other like-minded people. We do voice calls. Sometimes it's a beautiful place. Much love to all of you, and I will see you in the next video.